Hey troops, Xander here, back again for another video, and today we've got something interesting going on. uh, okay, I did not realize that our little usernames were going to be at the bottom of our avatars, but hey, this works. Anyway, so yeah, I figured I would be wanting to throw my own little 2 cents into the Minecraft Live pre-stream, and yeah, try to talk about what I think of what's been announced so far. uh, I'm a little more rookie-ish in my setup. I figured this would probably be the best way for me to do it, since I'm also showing off what we've got here. So yeah, anyway, let's start off with the glare. This mob is so pretty much what I'm doing right now is I'm going to talk about the 3 mobs that are up for vote tomorrow. Uh, we'll start off with the glare. Um, I'll be honest, it's my probably least favorite of the 3 options that we've got right now. Since its primary objective is to go to dark places that mobs can spawn in and then get grumpy, uh, it's definitely adorable looking, but at the same time, I mean, if you look on Empire Minecraft, on my residence on Empire Minecraft, you'll see that a lot of the stuff there is very dark. So having this guy on my residence would not only would he not really fit in with the whole Nether style, he also wouldn't really fit in with the color scheme. Now that's a personal preference. If we want to look at the general player base, uh, there isn't really that much use for him. Like, unless you're one of those players who has built a massive underground farm, I'm sure that there will be a lot of people who will find uses for him there. However, most of those people have already gotten quite used to lighting up their areas so that they don't have mobs spawning on them while they're farming underground. So, cute? Yes, it's got that whole idea of a creature hiding in the brush sort of thing, like shy, uh, little and shy. Uh, So very, very adorable. But personally, I don't really see it as applicable. Next would be the LA. Now, at first, when I saw the LA trailer, I kind of got the impression that what they were doing was the LA would be a new dupe uh, mob. So you give it an item and it'll come back and with more of that item. However, people started saying in the comments, or specifying in the comments that no, it's going to be going around picking up random items that are laying down on the ground. So the question then is, does it have a range? I'm guessing it must have a range. Like, it would be really funny if you have another player out somewhere who's mining diamonds, and then you give an LA a diamond, and then all of a sudden the LA steals all the diamonds that are laying on the ground or something. Oh, that would be really bad. But yeah, the LA definitely seems to have another adorable factor of dancing to note blocks. I'm not entirely sure if that means that it'll also dance to a jukebox like a parrot does. I think that would be very nice. Uh, but so yeah, it definitely improves upon that adorable factor, in my opinion. Uh, functional. For those who have like tree farms, they can give the LA tree saplings, and the LA will go gather the farms for them, or the saplings for them. So it definitely has that nice little uh, aesthetic, nice bit of usefulness to it. It also kind of reminds me of those. Oh shoot, what are they called? The LA kind of reminds me of Vexes. If you look at the similarities between this guy's design and what we have of the LA so far, you can see that both of them have these jagged wings going on. And both of them have these humanoid looking features. You've got the head, the arms. It's looking like they're going to have legs as well, which is very similar to, or at least maybe not necessarily legs, but a lower portion that bends backwards. So it looks very similar, very similar to a Vex. Maybe there's supposed to be some connection there? That would be rather interesting. I don't know. But yeah, that in LA definitely seems like it'll be an adorable and useful companion. Much more useful than the glare, in my opinion. Now, I feel like redstone lovers are going to love this next one, the copper golem. If you so pretty much the way they have described it is it loves to go around pressing copper buttons. Now, does that mean that it'll in a room full of copper buttons, it'll just go to a random button? In which case, if it does just go to random buttons, this is a new randomizing function. Redstone players will love this little guy because he will go around and pushing random buttons to create random effects. I think that definitely would be a very fun mechanic for people who make stuff with redstone. I wouldn't really know myself personally because I don't do redstone that much. But I mean, if anyone who watches this is into redstone, let me know what you think of this mob, because I definitely think that you guys will probably like this. The downside is the fact that it does oxidize a little bit. However, I have heard people theorize that the little lightning rod thing going on above his head right here may very well be an actual lightning rod, which would result in every time this guy getting struck by lightning, oxidizes the golem. That would be a very interesting mechanic. Outside of that, yeah, I can't really say all that much. My housemate, Chiplord Tuttle, compared him to, when we were speculating about this, said that if he's just going around pressing random buttons, he may very well be like the chaotic toddler. So that got us laughing. And if that's the way they're doing it, that would be really adorable. Especially if he like runs to those buttons, because like this little guy just scurrying across the floor to press another button. Like you start you hide buttons in all these nooks and crannies that only he can get to, and it would just be so hilarious. A lot of fun, I think. But yeah. So when it comes to like adorableness and survival, I definitely think the allay will be the most useful. I'm not entirely sure, like, for those who are like speed running or like small survival, not making anything big, I don't think that they will have too much use for it. It certainly would be nice to have a mob to collect stuff. But those who make the big farms, like the big tree farms that drop a whole bunch of saplings, or maybe one of those farms that you put down a waterfall to break all the wheat, carrots, and potatoes and stuff. You can send the LA out to gather that stuff. But then again, if you have a mechanic like that, you most likely already have a dropper system down at the bottom. So maybe definitely the tree farm, that definitely would be the best application for the LA. Everything else, I'm honestly not sure. I think it would have been much nicer if it was some sort of like uh, generous Pokemon that gives gifts. Uh, maybe it'll give you a rare item or something that only it can get. Maybe it'll maybe it would duplicate to a certain extent with only a limited number of items, like not being able to duplicate rare ores like diamonds and emeralds or items like wither skulls, but be able to dupe stuff like iron or gold. But that isn't what it's doing. I'm just speculating on what I think the preference should have been. In terms of the mechanic right now, I definitely think it has a potential. The glare, definitely lowest on my list. I don't think I will be voting for it. It's like I said, it's got that adorable shyness to it. But when you're exploring caves, you're going down there with the expectation that you're going to be fighting mobs. You're going down there with the expectation that you're going to be uh, going into dark places. It doesn't really have much actual use, in my opinion. So, personally, I think I will be voting for. Neither of these mobs are really something that I would desperately be using. At the same time, though, both of them are adorable and have their limited uses. I think it'll be a tough decision between these two. I think the LA is probably the most adorable, though. It is definitely going to be uh, my Triple Tuttle made a mention about how the biggest factor is going to have to be the the adorableness. Which one is the cutest of the Pokemon? And I think that would. Hmm, I'm saying this. I don't really know right now. I really don't right now. It is a tough decision between the LA and the Copper Golem. I want to say the LA, but thinking about it, they both are adorable. We just don't really know that much about what how the Copper Golem is going to behave when it comes to pressing buttons. I think that would be a nice thing to see first, but if past events are going to be anything, to indicate, I don't think that we're going to actually see how they behave, because that would indicate that they've already programmed and made it. But who knows? Um, yeah, I guess I'll just end it with saying, hey, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys have a different opinion from me, let me know. If you guys have input on some of the on these options, let me know. I definitely look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. And with that, I will be ending the video. Just to let you know, or as a reminder, tomorrow I will be doing a reaction stream with a couple other people So stay tuned for that. Hit the subscribe button, and if you want to be notified when it happens, hit the like button for this video. And yeah, I will see you troops tomorrow. Bye!